Good morning from Your Best Car in Kent. My name is Ben. I'm from one of our 2 UK branches. We're in Cranbrook, 10 miles outside of Tunbridge Wells, or just a 40-minute train commute from London. Our other site is in Buckinghamshire near Marlow, and combined we have over 600 5-star reviews. So please check out our website to see those reviews of our happy customers and of course the rest of our fleet. Before I get into the walk around, I'd just like to answer 2 of the most frequently asked questions that we get here, which are: do we take part exchanges and do we offer finance? The answers are both yes, and yes, we will take your part exchange. We can even pay off outstanding finance on your current car. Then on top of that, I'm thrilled to say that we are industry beating with our low APR finance rates. So if finance is the route for you, then please get in contact with us, or you can visit our website, yourbestcar.co.uk, where we have a finance calculator at the bottom of every advert. So whether it's PCP or HP that you're after, you can input some numbers, adjust the filters, find something that works for you, then there'll be a finance breakdown of that contract before you hit apply. So this is the walk around video for our VW Golf GTI, presented in pure white solid exterior paint, which looks fantastic on a day like today when the sun is out. This is without a doubt the most desirable GTI spec, not just the colour, but this is the Mark 7 facelift generation, aka the Mark 7.5. It's got the 2-litre petrol engine producing 245 brake horsepower. It's Euro 6 compliant too, and it comes with a fresh MOT. It was recently serviced in June by VW Tunbridge Wells and comes with a brand new set of rear brake pads. All maintenance history, of course, will be listed in the description. So whilst we're on the outside, we'll go through some of the specification. We've got down here the upgraded and unmarked, highly sought after 19-inch Brescia alloy wheels and a diamond cut finish, again looking fantastic in the sun. So what do I mean by unmarked? There's no signs of curbing, no scratches, no scuffs on any of these alloys. They're all in fantastic condition and they look just like the 2 that I'm pointing out now. This is of course the 5-door hatch with rear privacy glass, so a slight tip to the windows from the B pillar backwards. When the car's locked, the side mirrors are folded in, and then with that you get keyless entry. So the key's currently in my pocket. When we come to close proximity with the car and we put our finger over here, the car will unlock, the side mirrors will pop out, and of course we can enter without having to press the button. So inside, as we'll find across a lot of the VW products, the Titan black Jaccara cloth seats with red inserts. These front 2 seats can be manually adjusted with heating elements too, so that is found within the climate controls. I'll show you that in just a second. The driver then has a leather wrapped multi-function steering wheel, again with the red GTI stitching. You've got paddle shifters for switching it into your manual mode, so this is a semi-automatic gearbox. You've got adaptive cruise control, voice control, multimedia, hands-free buttons, and then of course in the middle is your in-car entertainment system. Now this is the facelift, so this is a fully touchscreen in-car entertainment system. And if we have it hop inside now, I'll show you some of the features. So keyless start to match the keyless entry. We've got our sub-menus on the left and right-hand side, and then, like I said, this is a touchscreen interface. I've included photos of every option on the car in the advert photos, so don't worry if I've missed anything in the video. So starting with radio, so FM, AM and DAB radio, of course, as standard. If we hover our hand over the front, it will bring up this sub-menu down here. That goes for every menu on the left and right hand side. So we can see our bands, FM, AM and DAB, and then our station list. Onto media, so we can connect up our phone via various media outlets such as Bluetooth, SD card, USB, aux, CDs as well, and then we can click on phone, also use Bluetooth to connect up our phone book. So we'll have our contacts on here, we can make calls and take calls, we can use the buttons on the steering wheel to help us out too, so we can keep our phone tucked away whilst driving, of course. Then satellite navigation is built in, and a big perk of it being touchscreen is that we can pinch and zoom, we can move the map around, like so. We can see that it's extremely responsive, and then at the bottom here are additional sub-menus. Down to app, so again, you might have already seen this in the advert photos. I've connected up my phone via Apple CarPlay, but of course you've got Android Auto and MirrorLink too, a big plus on these facelifts. But don't worry if you haven't got Apple CarPlay or Android Auto capabilities on your phone. As you've just seen, you can connect up your own music via Bluetooth or USB, and you've got built-in navigation. If we put the car into reverse, we'll see our reversing camera with front and rear parking sensors. We've got our guidelines here too. Back into park, and then down below, as I've briefly mentioned, your climate control. This is a dual zone climate control, so you can have separate temperatures for the left and right hand side. Separate seat heating elements, of course, intensities of 3 for both sides. And then in the middle, your semi-automatic gearbox. Just here, we've got our driver select mode, so of course sporty mode as you'd want in the GTI, but then you've got your eco mode as well, so also handy for motorway driving. Underneath here, some additional storage, but also your USB port. Down here, a couple of cup holders which you can close off. I've just left your lock and wheel nut down there too. Electronic handbrake and auto hold hill function. So that's it for the front cabin. We'll now have a look at the rear. Of course, we've got the exact same seat upholstery back here. You can fold down these rear seats, which I'll show you in just a second. If we move around to the rear, we'll see the privacy glass extends all the way to the rear pane. We've got our dual exhaust at the back too. And then we can open the boot like so. A parcel shelf is included, and you've actually got a very generous amount of space back here, especially when you fold down the rear seats. And then under this compartment, your spare wheel, but you can also use it as your extended storage area. So again, I've included in the photos what the rear space looks like when all the seats are flattened down, but you can see it's really easy to operate. You just pull the lever on the shoulder of either side, and it gives you that extra bit of practicality if you need it in the hot hatch. So if you're interested in buying the VW Golf GTI, then please give us a call on 01580 712 115, or you can send us an email to sales@yourbestcar.co.uk. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we take part exchanges and offer finance packages, so if either of those options intrigue you, then please let us know. We're all accessible on the Meta platforms, so Instagram, Facebook, or WhatsApp, or iMessage. So if you have any questions or queries about our cars, or you have some details of your part exchange to send over, then please feel free to message us on those platforms too. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and best of luck with your search for a new car.